3, 2, 1.
Good evening, everyone. I'm C.
And I'm T.
And we are CNT TV. Happy July. We are here. We are in the month of July, and we are super duper excited. We always start our episodes with a mental health check-in. Just like June was Men's Mental Health Month, July's Awareness Month is the National Minority Mental Health Awareness Month. And it's basically to bring awareness to the challenges that minority groups face and how that impacts mental health. We are both Black women, so we have different challenges that we embark on in our day-to-day lives that can definitely affect our mental health versus, you know, the 9-to-5 blue-collared white male. He probably will not have the same issues that we have. But anyways, for our mental health check-in, T, how are you doing?
This week, well, 4th of July was actually a lot of fun. Normally my kids are divergent to the noises and the sparks and the fireworks, but this year, now my awesome daughter, after probably 5 minutes, she was like, "All right, mama, too loud, gotta go," and she went back in the house. She had enough. But my son and my
Oh,
two
that's
babies,
cute.
girl, she was like, "Okay, mama, enough." And she was like, "No, I gotta go." I'm like, "All right, well, you know, you did your part. You saw a couple of them." She made it longer than I thought she would, so I'm gonna give her props. Last year she was like, "No."
Was she happy? Like
she was,
okay,
but she was like, "It's really loud," and it was us and it was some neighbors. It was a lot going on at one time. I think she just got overstimulated. Too much going on. She was like, "Yeah, mom, I gotta go." I'm like, "All right, baby, go ahead and go in the house." But my two babies, who normally are just like, "No," we got them to do it. And by the end, they were like, "You have any more? You have any more?" They were so excited.
Did you have a video?
I did.
Okay, yeah.
You can see them running. They're like holding it out and like trying to run, but like trying to light it. It was so cute. We had a blast. We all slept like babies that night, including me, because we went to sleep very late. So Friday was a struggle bus day for me at work, but we made it through. We pushed through. Half my team caught off. So you got enough for y'all want to say nothing to me, but you definitely didn't get a top 8 effort in. It is what it is. To me. But last week was okay. You know, still healing, still, you know, working on trying to just figure out who I am and be my best self, you know. Still trying to figure out a lot, actually, you know, still trying to find a healthy balance with my kids going back to school. My two oldest are now both in middle school, so I have 2 middle schoolers. That's crazy to say out loud, but I have a 7th grader and a 6th grader now.
Have you found your thing yet?
I'm not.
Oh my God.
I'm working on it. Baby steps. Give me a little grace here. Baby steps. I'm working on it though, but I feel like once I really learn how to just compartmentalize things in my life, things will go a lot smoother. So that's my main goal right now, especially with school coming up in a few weeks. I've already started school shopping. If you like me, get it done early, because once the end of July, early August comes, my anxiety's through the roof.
And the prices hike up.
And it's nothing available. And so I'm already buying clothes. I'm going to get their backpacks this week. I got to get out the way. So by the time school starts, we're already ready and I don't have to worry about it. And my kids' elementary school, they still do the supplies for the kids. So I should do it for my older two. So it's good. So we're working it out.
And check your school district websites as well for your kiddos, because some districts are not supplying school supplies this year, and they are also waiting until like the first day to provide the list for things that are needed. So please check your school district's websites to make sure that your kids are covered, or if you need to do the coverage now. But go ahead.
Well, my kids' school, specifically their school. So Fort ISD isn't doing it, but my kids' school specifically got donations. So their specific school is doing supplies. So don't misquote me now. Don't say 10%. 10% her child's school, her children's school. And no, I'm not telling what school they go to, because people are crazy out here. Yes. But if you know, you know. If I know you want to know, DM me, I'll tell you. But my kids' school is doing the supplies thing. Not everybody. And my birthday coming up, y'all. I'm excited. We're going to have a time. I said, I figure out where we're going. But all we're going to Vegas. I haven't been to Vegas in a long time, but I want to go and have a time.
Yeah.
So that might be the move. We'll find out by the end of this week, because we don't pay their money. They're getting booted, and I mean that. And I'm standing on it. I said
Those are her words, not mine.
And they're going to see this.
I am just the travel itinerary planner.
I said it in the group chat, so I'm not saying anything they don't already know.
Of anyone who comes or gets booted from the vacation.
I gave a disclaimer.
It is all on the reservation-ee, which is T.
I gave a disclaimer. So I gave a disclaimer. So I said, if hey, this is the day I need to know, because anyone who knows who books things, you know, you have to book things in advance, so Airbnb and things like that. So because of that, I want to make sure that everything goes smooth. I don't like doing things last minute. It gives me anxiety.
And because of your birthday, people might be doing last minute family trips
before
the
beginning of the month,
starts.
right before school starts. So I get it. Yeah. I'm so understanding, which is why I give you guys heads up early.
Yeah.
So if you don't come through, it's fine. No hard feelings, but you gotta go.
Absolutely.
Because I'm gonna have a time.
Yes, we gonna go have a time.
Period.
Yeah.
But that's about me. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. I am good. It was a water bottle. I'm good, man. I've just been chilling, been relaxing, getting back more into my hobbies. But
Had your birthday trip?
I did. Yeah. I traveled outside of my city for my birthday. That was exciting. Had wonderful company. That was exciting. Wink, wink. That was so exciting. Yeah, that was exciting. One of my longtime best friends, her and her husband joined me. His birthday is 2 days before my birthday, so we both. He's more laid back, so he was just like, "This is your birthday trip." I wanted to do stuff with like make him celebrate and do things, but he was just like, "No, it's for you."
So
and he's a man too, so men don't be caring about that type of stuff.
We're the ones like, no, it's about me too.
Yeah. But we had a good time, and I'm super excited. I will post pictures and videos because I haven't posted anything for my birthday.
Yeah, but I'll be posting in real time.
I posted nothing, so I'm glad you said I forgot to post it. I had such a good time.
You were in the moment.
Yeah,
you were present, which is good.
So we didn't really have our phones out. We did a really fun ghost tour. San Antonio is haunted AF. And they
can't be worse than New Orleans. You're not gonna convince me it's worse than New Orleans. New Orleans had me spooked. I'm still spooked.
It was so much we learned about the reason why they can't do like hangings in Texas anymore because of the violent way. It was really cool. It sounds morbid, y'all, but it was super dope. I was terrified. And we're gonna do another one when we go back to NOLA. We're gonna do another one.
She gonna do another one.
She coming with me
because I should have the video.
She keeps acting like she don't want to partake in the foolery.
I still see that man in that picture. They said
I told you he was in there.
I'm scared.
Told you.
That was.
I told you.
How many years ago was that?
That was
it was
19.
I was scared then. I'm still scared now.
That was 19.
We should go to Essence next year.
We're going. I've already
I'm gonna put it in to have it out.
Yeah, I've already started planning. It's gonna be July the 5th through the 9th.
Did you see all the guests they had this year?
I did.
Girl, Method Man was there. Good more shit. Who I'm mad? I'm so mad. I'm like, who? Jesus.
And they still look the same.
Ooh, Lord,
they still look
those are married
the exact same.
Those are married men.
They're very handsome men. Shout out to their wives.
I can admire from afar.
Yeah, we would never try to.
But they're nice to look at. They know who they men is. They know.
And they've been married for a long time.
They know.
But I had a really good. My mental health was really good last week. I don't have any complaints. My dad's birthday is coming up, so I'm super excited about that. I'm sure we will do our normal lubies and cake at the house. He's very laid back. He's very chill. He just want to be with his kids for his birthday. So,
that's so sweet.
Yeah, so we'll do lubies and cake and something vintage should be arriving to the house tomorrow, prayerfully, so he can have his present.
You go.
But yeah, so we're just gonna jump right on into today's show. Thank y'all for listening to our mental health check-in. If you didn't want to hear that, just fast forward and jump straight in. We will have timestamps below so y'all can get right to it. So our first topic is love, lust, and obsession. We drop on Sundays. One of our favorite things that T and I used to do would be to watch Snapped. What's that other one? 48 out, First 48. Yeah. All those other wonderful shows, we used to watch those. And so our first topic is love, lust, and obsession. When to run to one and away from the other. And this is what I found in my studies, which this makes sense.
Yes.
And then this is what it had, but there was a whole thing about that. So men are more likely in relationships, situationships, and in dating, and in just talking, I guess, since that's a thing in 2024. Men are more likely to lust and obsess after women. Women are more likely to fall in love first. Opinions. I have mine.
Well, you asked someone who's had a stalker before. So, and he used to be my best friend in college. That's the crazy part. But yes, long story. You are fully aware of who I'm talking about.
I am. When you said that, I know exactly what you're talking about.
This is why I don't have a lot of male friends now. Because that very reason is why I've had the same male best friend since I was 12. This person became my friend in college. And then became obsessed with me, and it got real scary.
And tried to ruin your life. That was
definitely
really
tried to ruin my life. Yeah. So yeah, I definitely believe that men become obsessed. I've never been obsessed with a person before. I've always been very cautious of like how I engage with somebody and how I allow my feelings and I navigate through them. But I also am a very good read of a person. If I'm not getting back what I'm giving out, there's no reciprocity. I just kind of scale back on it, and I'm just like, let me just see how it goes. But I've also never told a man I love him first, ever.
Me neither.
So the whole when we fall in love thing, maybe, I don't know. I've never told a man that I was in love with him first, nor have I ever told a man I loved him first. Mainly because I like to kind of like to gauge, and I never want to feel like I'm falling deeper for someone that they are for me. So I kind of like to just gauge and play it cool and just see and date and just kind of keep my eyes open to see what's going on. And then once I know for sure, then we can kind of cross that bridge. But I'm never gonna say it first, just in case I don't embarrass myself.
Absolutely.
I'm very scared to embarrass myself.
From what I see, and we follow a lot of the same social media pages, you see more stories where, and this is no shade, no attack to men, so please do not get triggered in the comments and start yelling at us.
Because we love men.
We love black men. We love y'all.
Black men.
Specifically black men, absolutely. But
it's not deep.
I'm seeing more stories where men, shout out to Drea. Drea brought this up on the birthday trip. She was saying, you don't really see stories of women. You do. You see the stories, but you see more of men who, if, a man walks up to you and says, hey, let me get your number, and you say no,
it's a problem.
You don't see, but you don't see women.
And it's like,
you don't see women doing that.
Take the rejection and be like, okay, cool, and then go about your business. But it's like we almost feel obligated, like just give it to him and block him. Just give it to him and block him.
Yes, give it to him.
Crazy.
And then some of them will call you right on the spot too.
Yes, to make sure your number
is a real number. And
now I'm even more creeped out.
Yeah.
As soon as I get in my car and pull off,
block. Yes, you're getting blocked. Not because of anything, but because you scare me.
And the scary thing about giving your number though is that you can pull people up on apps. On different apps, and they'll still be able to find you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And if they have Snapchat and your location's not turned off on Snapchat, they're likely to find you. So there was a study that said that the more 62% of men on Snapchat are more likely to use the location filter. So Snapchat, please, I need y'all to do something about that. Are more likely to use the location finder.
I never paid attention to it. I just turned mine off.
I turned mine off. Yeah. I didn't even know it was on. One of my students had to point that out to me like a few years ago. One of my kiddos was like, "Hey, did you know that your location?" And I was like, "Oh God, no, I didn't."
That's some
and one of the kids turned it off. But yeah, like 62% of the male users on there are 62% of the users are more likely to be male that are using it to locate different women on the app.
People are crazy.
And that's also a reason why they warn, not to post your locations when you're like if we're at Chili's eating,
we're gonna post
we'll do it when we leave.
Yeah,
we can post us eating the food when we leave or whatever, but not while we're there.
No. Creepy.
Yeah, but so Dre and I were talking about it, and she was like, men are, I don't know if it's because society tells men you can't have feelings or you can't cry, you can't be emotional, so they keep so much inside. So the first time that something just doesn't go their way, they snap. Could be that this is National Minority Mental Health Awareness Month, so I will look into that for the next video. But it's just, it really is, a thing. And then it also said that men are more likely to lust. Men are more likely to see a woman.
Those are the DMs that you
immediately be swooned and everything by her than a woman is. Now, I believe men and women lust equally, but it just says men are more likely to approach based on just lust, not personality, not anything, not personality, not job. Like you can pretty much, which is what we talked about in our last video, pretty privilege, colorism, featureism, all those other things. You can just look appealing, and men are more likely to just be ready to jump head over heels because of that.
Merely off of physical. You can be a terrible person.
Just off of
you can be a terrible person.
Horrible on the inside.
Beautiful.
But men are more like
they're visual creatures.
Yeah.
Like, they're more drawn to what they see.
Yeah. So it just I really found the study interesting. I will post the link in the description on the YouTube, so you guys, if y'all want to go check out the study, please go do so. I'm gonna let you get on that one.
Which one?
Each one.
The dynamics of friendship. Whew. Okay, so female to female and then male to male, opposite sex, heterosexual friendships. So, being a person who's had a male best friend since I was 12, and I'm 33 now, so almost 22 years. And he also has a lot of other female friends. I will say amongst his female friends, it's almost like a territorial thing because that's not your best friend.
But I feel like that's just a running joke with y'all.
That's not his best friend.
Okay, but
and I do this on Facebook. He knows exactly. He's probably gonna see this. He knows exactly who he is, and they know who they are. And it is a running joke. I'm joking but very serious. That's not your best friend. But they already know. It's almost like a hierarchy type of thing with him because he has so many female friends. Everyone calls him their best friend. They're not your best friend.
Does he have any male best friends?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
He does.
Okay.
But he's the type of person where he's such a dominant personality, and girls really are drawn to him. That they love him, and he does have a lot of female friends. And I'm like, those are your homegirls, those are your associates, those are your buddies, those are your best friends.
What did you say they do? Girls what? Did you say girls love him?
Yes.
Oh, we got to get into that.
They do.
That's what this is. Oh,
They
I have so much to say about this.
They do love
Continue.
him.
What type of love?
Ooh,
I
want
want to bring him on the show.
What I think?
Ooh, I want to bring him on
what
the
he's
show.
gonna say, because what he's gonna say to me different than what I believe.
What type of love do you think it is? And
Well,
we're not
platonic.
speaking about
Do
his
I think,
besties, just,
I'm
just
saying
women
just in general. Just
okay.
in general. So I think that's why a lot of people don't like if their partner has a best friend of the opposite sex, because they feel like, and most men that I know who said they wanted to be my homeboy, it was always an ulterior motive. There was always I'm trying to get in good with her, and then I'm gonna go for the kill, and I'm gonna see if we could be more than friends. When I've already told you from the beginning, I don't see you that way. And men feel like, oh, if I can, kind of get her to like me, show her my personality, then she'll want to be more than my friend. But see, I said what I said.
But see, that's the thing. Is it really a friendship if it started out as an attraction?
But to me, I feel like, because this is why I don't have a lot of male friends. But they don't tell me from the beginning, oh, I think you're pretty. They say, oh, you seem real cool. But men do
that's different though.
But men be lying.
But that's different though.
But men be lying.
But that's different. That's deception.
Lying.
That's deception. Now I'm saying, like, you have some men.
I don't need any more male friends. I'm cool on it.
I don't have like.
I've had the same one since I was 12, and when I did have a male best friend, he became a stalker. So for that very reason, I'm cool on male best friends. You my associate over there. Over there. You can come to my house, we're not gonna hang out. No. In groups, maybe. But you go your way, I go my way. We don't need to. No. For me, no. Female
cool. We're
is
cool
different.
With your male bestie coming over. He's cool.
Yeah, but that's like my dog. That's like my best friend, like my brother, my protector. But the way that men could be so fickle with that, like they can want to be your friend today, you reject them, and then they hate you tomorrow.
Yeah.
You a witch would be tomorrow.
Yeah.
But sir, what? You're a psycho. You're a psycho. You need your head examined.
Absolutely.
Because how? Absolutely. I was just this great personality yesterday.
Absolutely.
Get out my face. But female to female friendships, I feel like the bonds are just different. And it depends on the type of two women that you're talking about, because some of those female friendships literally have envy embedded into it.
Frenemies.
Yeah, and it has that
underlying frenemies. Ooh. Oh, that's gonna be a Patreon,
baby.
Because
I'm not gonna say names because I'm very particular about not being specific on names. But I had a friend whom I was friends with for over a decade that I had to cut off and block because the girl was just weird. It got weird out of nowhere, and it just kept getting weirder and weirder. And I'm like, yeah, this is not gonna work, baby. This is not gonna work. To keep the border line, the baseline of respect before I disrespect you, I'm gonna just have to just remove you from my life, and we just gonna keep it there. You going about your business. I don't wish no bad on you, no harm to you. I hope God blesses you and whatever you have going on, but you have no purpose in my life anymore. And she had to go. But then you have, on the flip side, Ken's and I have been friends since I was 13. I'll be 34 next month. Jesus. I'll be 34 next month.
That's a long time.
And so, baby, that's a lifetime for some people. 21 years. So I've known.
Oh, we gotta do our big one.
I've known her more of my life than I do.
Yeah.
At this point.
We got more years in front of us.
Than behind us.
Behind.
Yes. Come on, God.
I love you.
I love you more. But it's like, it's one of those things where it has to be reciprocity on both sides. Like, the reason why our friendship works is because it's always hand over fist. Like, we can be honest with each other. We can be brutally honest with each other. Especially when we hurt each other's feelings. I didn't like how you said that. And there's never any issue or anger coming from either person because we know it's coming from a place of love.
And we look at each other like sisters.
Yeah.
Like, we literally look at each other
You
like
and
that.
Maggie were my sisters before my sisters.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's like, I love y'all dearly.
I'm so
No!
bro.
And I've known y'all literally my whole life. So it's like, and people are like, well, can nobody tell you nothing about Candace? You can't. I'm glad you know that. So now that we have that put out there, stop talking to me about it. Because I said what I said. Love you though. Appreciate the concern. But keep that on the playground. You're not going to tell me who said what and what manner about this one. Keep it on the playground. Okay? All right. Your turn. Well, how do you feel about I said what I said.
So
No business.
I have a large assortment of T gets on me all the time. I have a large assortment of acquaintances, associates, family, friends, and besties. I think that's the best way to put it. That's a good way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We talked about this.
Yes, we did.
We
We did. So I think there are levels to friendships.
Mm-hmm.
I have a large group of females that I think I can call for different things, that I can call for different circumstances, whether it be life or whatever. I have some lifelong friends. You're one of my lifelong friends. Like, these are people that I've been friends with for at least on the back end 15 plus years. So I have a lot of like lifelong friends. I have probably 4 people that I can say are my true best friends. And then I have some really great associates that I don't talk to every day. I probably talk to them periodically, but we have a good time when we're together and it feels like no time has passed. And then I have some really dope work acquaintances who have, I guess, kind of became friendships. Some people that I work with that we've worked together for so long and now I'm friends with those people. I do feel like specifically female to female relationships are the hardest and the messiest.
Right.
And the reason I say that is because as women, I think we forget that we live in our emotions at times. And we're more likely to be mad at a female friend, but will be in a committed relationship, marriage, or whatever, and be getting done a million times worse. And we will.
But he gets a pass.
Yeah, and we will give him a pass over and over, but we will be mad at our friend or our sister. And I think one of the beautiful things about my relationship with you, my relationship with Andrea, my relationship with Carrie, my relationship with Nicole and Tuki. No, same thing. Nobody can come to me and tell me anything about y'all. Like, no one. You're not going to come to me and tell me anything negative, and I've been friends with all of y'all since I was a teenager.
Exactly.
So
just like, oh, they did what?
And the thing, but the beautiful thing is I can talk. Having uncomfortable conversations are necessary. Yeah. Just like in a relationship, a romantic relationship, everything is not going to be peaches and cream. It's not going to be good the whole time. You can't be friends with somebody for 20 plus years and think that we never gonna bump heads. And if we don't ever bump heads, it's fake.
Yes.
There's no way.
Fraudulent.
Yeah, there's no way.
Someone's fraud.
Something's off. So I've had those uncomfortable conversations when we were teenagers, when we had the sisterhood photo shoot during COVID. You heard a lot of crazy stories that time where there's one particular friend, Tanisha, we love you, but we all of us have had points in time where all of us was ready to like square up a T, but nobody better not do nothing to her. Nobody better not ever say nothing or do nothing to T, because we love her. We love Tanisha, we love you. But nobody better not ever say anything or do it. But I think I'm gonna cut that out of the video. I am literally cutting that out of the video. I am cutting it out of the video. What time mark is that? You let me know what time mark that is. I'm cutting it out of the video. We love, okay, let me rewind that. Bloop, 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 bloop. With T, we love, not this T, there's another T, and we love her, but she's gotten into it really bad with all of us to where some horrible things had not, bloop, 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 some things had happened, and you know, some of us almost squared up with her at a certain point in our lives. But still, we were able to talk through it. We were able to move past it. And because we were able to talk through it, it was really uncomfortable. And we went like months of back and forth of trying to figure out, is this even someone I want to be close to? But because I've had more good times with her than bad times, then it outweighed that. And it was nothing that we couldn't come back from. And then, you know, I have another friend who physically, she did put her hands on me. After the fact, I told this one about it, and this one was ready to do a lot of non-legal things that we cannot discuss on the channel. But she and I had a conversation after that.
She's more forgiving than I am. We just want to leave it at that.
We had a conversation after that, and I'm okay. I'm okay with making the space to determine, is this friendship even worth it? And because of the conversation after that, we know that friendship is never going to be the same, but there are other factors involved in that, which is why we will remain cordial with each other because of those other factors. But she knows, and I know, and I think she's more hurt about it than I am, just like that other person you were referring to is way more. I know that person is way more hurt than you are.
Don't give a damn.
Because I feel like you were all that she had when it came to having a female friend.
Don't play with me. I think.
Would you be open if she wanted to talk to you?
Absolutely not. She can kiss my ass, and I mean that.
Even now?
Disrespectfully, she can kiss my ass.
Okay. I still feel like.
I feel like this is the thing, right? Because this is why I don't play with people. Because I always come to people with a pure heart and genuine.
Yes.
From day one, I would never do anybody wrong. I'll never cross you. I don't move like that. And because I always move with a pure heart and genuine, when you play with me, I have a problem. I take it personally.
So what if she acknowledges though? She was like, you know, when
we
I tried this.
We tried that. Yes or no? Did she not reach out to you when we tried that?
This is true.
Okay. So that was the only chance she had to reconcile with me. She can kiss my black ass. Both cheeks, and they big too. Pucker the fuck up. And I don't care. If she gonna see me about it. But no, I tried. I tried, and God knows I tried at your egging, because I was done with it. I was done with it, and I was done with her.
You were.
And you were like, well, you know, this has to be the good one with the good heart. You know, you got the angel and the devil. This is always going to be that one. No, Amber, no. You know, she. And I'm like, you know what? Okay.
But there could be some underlying circumstance. I really did. I still feel like, I truly still feel in my heart of hearts, if she came the right way, I truly feel. I know you saying
Did
no.
I not tell you what was going to happen before it happened?
You did.
So I know her.
I didn't think that
well
was
enough.
In my defense, that was not the version that I got. And I felt like
it's called a mask, baby. She took it off.
Well, that's true.
She peeled that book off. Peeled it off, and you got to see exactly what was under it.
I didn't feel like she was going to do that because she really did seem remorseful.
I'm not saying she wasn't.
Yeah.
But the second that we got back in contact, it was no accountability whatsoever.
Yeah.
It was you, and what she thought was true was the furthest from it.
Absolutely. Now that was insane. That part
was
insane.
Who's known me since since I was 20 years old.
Yeah.
And we fell out when I was 32. That's a
long time. Jesus.
So you should know me better than that. And I think that's what pissed me off the most, because you know we should be better than that.
Absolutely.
As sisters, as friends.
Absolutely.
Where nothing should break us apart. And if you have an issue, you should be able to come to me.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna always have open heart, open ears, because I love you, and I don't feel like you're coming from a place of malice.
Absolutely.
But then we try to like turn that key and divert. No. We're gonna keep the main thing. Again, if you don't want to address it, keep it on the playground.
Yeah.
If you're on the playground, we're not gonna address it. We're not gonna put it out there. Don't come to me with it.
Absolutely.
And the opportunity has sailed. It's gone. Gone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Well,
Gone.
if she ever did,
She can talk to you. That's all I got. That's all I got. The same way I'm stiff with my baby daddy, I'm even stiffer with her. Because he can't talk to me.
and see, I feel like men can truly fight each other, like get physical and fight
dap
each other
up 10 minutes
and
later.
then like afterwards they get all of it out and they're good.
I'm never for the big
I would
girl I beat up.
love to.
I would
me
never.
neither.
I'm gonna feel like I was gonna want to get her get back.
Yes, but I
She's
think
gonna
men.
wanna
I
get
think
back.
men are better at that. Like even when we look at like rap stuff, like when Jay-Z and Nas were,
Yes, they squashed it. They
squashed
apologized
it.
for
And
that.
they,
Whatever.
yes,
I'm not that big. Of a
allegedly Biggie and Pac were on their way to do that too.
person. I'm not that big. Of a
But they
person.
both got taken away from us beforehand.
I'm not that mature.
I think I could.
No.
I think I could.
If we come to blows and I gotta break a nail and tussle with you, we're never gonna be kumbaya.
But see, I don't ever see myself fighting somebody like that though either. Like especially
It's not my want, not my desire. But if it came down to it, I'm without the smoke.
Now, if someone attacked me, yes. But do I ever see myself just hauling off on
No.
one of my true friends?
It would hurt my feelings.
Yeah, it would. Like I don't see myself doing that. But I feel like men can do that though. Like I feel like men
They
who love each other as brothers.
They talk to each other
I
crazy.
feel like they can fight each other.
Go outside, catch their fade,
Yes.
and go on about their business.
To
And be
our
like, look, bro.
cameraman, how do you feel about that? Can you just speak over the camera?
Yeah, like guys they can squash beef or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a quick way to handle things.
Do you feel like if you and your best friend like came into a fist fight and actually threw blows? Because we feel like men can do that. Like if y'all come into a fist fight and y'all throw blows, like afterwards y'all gonna be okay with each other because y'all gonna get all the aggression out and y'all gonna be good.
And then y'all gonna be straight.
Normally I'd say yes, but my best friend, I don't know. He don't play that. He's truly not violent natured. So he may be like, no.
Like this one.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But me, like, I'm stepping up to whoever, it don't matter.
I tell people, if you don't bring it here, if you don't want me to take it there. And I tell my friends all the time, do not call me if you got some stuff coming. You don't want to go the absolute furthest because I'm gonna take it there. I'm the friend to take it the absolute furthest. Don't call me. If you know you're not gonna lead in me and he over there jumping on you, don't call me. Because I'm coming, we could jump that fool. But if we jump him and you go back to it, I'm gonna hurt you. Because now you put my freedom at risk for protecting you, for you to go back. So don't call my homegirls, my true homegirls, they know. Don't call me if you ain't talking about doing something. Cause I'm gonna do something.
So did you see, it was a horrible horror story about that where this girl she had called her best friend and basically same thing you're saying. So the best friend was like, yeah, I'm gonna come over there, I'm gonna get you away from him, blah blah blah. She got the girl away. Girl ended up going back, called her best friend. Best friend came through again. When she came through again, the boyfriend killed her and then made the living friend chop the body up.
Girl,
Made the living friend at gunpoint, made her chop her best
she
friend's
didn't
body
under
up.
arrest. So
Yeah, made her chop the body up, and then, but like afterwards, she just went back home. Like they both went back home and went to sleep. And I think she ended up. I will look this up, y'all. I'm gonna link it in the description. But long story short, both of them ended up going to prison because even though she did it at gunpoint,
duress,
she went back home.
You could have said
went
something.
to sleep,
You did something.
and
You called something.
Yeah, so
they could have saved herself.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
sure.
it was like a horror story like that.
No,
So
that's
I'm
good.
with you. Like if it's a horrible situation like that, I will help you escape.
One time,
But I'm not
only.
going. I can't go back. And just because I've been through a situation like that personally, to where
Two peas, one pie.
yes.
Yeah.
So
and I wasn't calling y'all unless I knew I was ready to go.
yes. So for me, that's not something I would engage.
I don't like
in.
bring people to my business anyway.
Yeah.
So, unless I know, I'm not calling it.
Yeah, absolutely. And as far how I feel about opposite sex friendships, I do not feel like in internet y'all can rip me to shreds. This is a hill I
But
would
tread
willing
lightly. Tread lightly in these comments because you will get blocked.
Y'all can rip me to shreds, baby. I do not feel like opposite sex heterosexuals can be besties. I feel like you can be friends. I do not feel like you can be best friends. And the reason why I say best friends is because it's like the bond that I have. I feel like the bond that I have with you,
I can't have it with
if
man.
I create that
I
with a
cannot have
man,
that with
it is
man.
going to become
It's gonna be a problem.
romantic.
It's gonna be a problem.
Yes,
For
because
sure.
the level of trust, the level of love, like
vulnerability, like
yes.
no.
When you do that in an opposite heterosexual friendship, I feel
I can never
personally,
be that vulnerable with a man though.
No.
For me, I can't.
No, because and I feel like, and the reason why
You
I
see
say that,
my ugly of my ugly,
and that's why I say it. But that's why I
You
say
see me
I
down
feel like
bad.
the reason why
Woo.
is
Shut
because it will eventually become, even if it doesn't become romantic with me, it might become romantic on his end. He could start developing feelings
And then
towards
they ruin
me.
the relationship.
Yeah, and now
You
the
like,
friendship
no.
is ruined.
Right.
So I do feel like I can be friends. I really, I used to say that like, man, I want a male best friend. I want a male best friend. I want a male best friend. But then when I really thought about what a best
takes,
friend is,
right. And I have to share
I would
mine.
just have that with a
So I get a
committed.
fraction of him.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like that's what a committed, loving relationship is for, because I can have all the things that I want to have in a male bestie with my man.
Right.
So, and shout out to my man.
Period.
And
my man. Thank you
to my man.
It was too perfect. We had to.
That went right on time.
So what?
And I'm glad that you came in with
So
that.
what?
I'm glad that you came in with that.
Twin them.
Yes.
Twin them.
Yes.
Like,
So period. But yeah, like I feel like if I have that dynamic with a male, it would just become that. And that's not, and I feel like that's a slippery slope that's messy, and I just don't want to be.
Most men are comfortable with that woman having a male best friend anyway. For
Yeah.
that very reason.
Yeah.
Because the door is always gonna be cracked. Even if it's not open, it's cracked.
Yeah.
It's not always open, but it's cracked, and it's like if he gets the opportunity, he's gonna take it.
And then like you've been in a situation where someone allegedly had a female best friend and she wanted to square up with you.
Mm-hmm.
And we already know why.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
yeah, so I just don't feel like that's a thing. Same with me, like the other in the past has told me, no, that's just my homegirl, that's just my homegirl, and you was smashing her.
Right.
That was not your homegirl.
Be lying. You
It
got
was all a lie.
Hey,
It was all a lie.
It was all a lie.
Was that Carly
The
Red?
lies.
It was a lie. It was a lie. That was her daughter doing it every time she pointed. It was a lie.
Girl.
It was just all lies.
Girl.
And you know, we're just period. So that's how I feel about friendships. You know, and just moving along into the last segment. Or actually we can tie these two together, like the internet's obsession. The internet's obsession with tearing down Black women, as well as the archetype of having a female boss. It doesn't have to be a Black boss, because I have my own meanings, my own feelings about working under a woman who's in leadership, as well as
man, so.
I prefer to have a male boss. And please don't tear us up in the comments, y'all. Please do not tear us up or eat us up in the comments.
I don't
and
have
say
a
that
preference.
we are
Just do your
anti-feminine
job. Just do your job
or anything. Like, I have a preference. I would prefer to have a male boss. I have worked under men and women. My boss now is super cool. Love her down, absolutely. But with working under men and women, I've seen, not necessarily I've had issues with them, but I've seen how some female bosses will have issues with their female coworkers.
Yes.
And they will mistreat them and do awful things to them.
It's a power thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I've
I've seen it to where I've literally, me and a homegirl of mine worked in the same exact company. And the female boss had an issue with my homegirl. And everybody knew it. Like, we all knew she had an issue with her. My homegirl is a really beautiful girl, has a really cute little shape, and just the comment she would make, like, oh, well, I guess everybody can't wear things like that, or everybody can, I guess I don't, like, she would just do things like that to her, and it was so problematic that she tried to ruin her. Like, she literally was putting things on her worker evaluation. She was saying that, like, yeah, like, so that if she wanted to go and work somewhere else, her last employee evaluation would look awful. And I finally told her, I was like, just don't even include that. Just say you took a gap between this year and this year,
right,
to figure it out. But I've seen it. I've never seen a male employer do. Now, I know that people say that men will abuse their power too, and that they do different things, and they can label women as. I have not seen that, but I do know that it exists. If I had a preference, that's who I would work for. I would rather, but like I said, my current boss is a female and she is top notch. Love her down. Better not ever say anything bad about that one, because I'll go to bat for her. The things that she has made sure that I'm comfortable with my health situations and everything, I've got nothing but love from her, which is why I have nothing but love for her. Right. But yeah, it can be an ugly thing. Have you ever had a female boss?
I have, and it was hell.
Mm.
It was just some hater stuff, like things I would wear. You don't know, you haven't caught on. I'm a shapely girl. I have 4 kids. I'm shapely. I can't help it. It just is what it is.
4 kids where? 4 kids where?
But
it's the body.
And so it would be just certain things, like I'll wear dresses, and I'm never going to wear like short dresses or anything that shows like a cleave or anything like that. And it'll just be, I wear it fully 2, 3, 4 times.
With
never
a cardigan.
Issue. With a cardigan.
Yes.
I love the cardigan because if y'all know, I work in finance. The buildings is cold.
Mm-hmm.
Cold. I'm talking like 60
freezing
degrees. Cold. I'm in there with a heater.
Mm-hmm.
Right next to my desk. I'm with a heater every day. So it's freezing.
Mm-hmm.
And it would just be circumstantial. Like, I wear it multiple times, never an issue. And then one specific day, she's in a funk, she's in the mood, whatever. Oh, your skirt is short. Since when? I've worn this 10 times, you said nothing. Oh, well, it's short. Oh, okay, well, you need to go home and change. I'm going home for the day.
Period.
Thank you for giving me earlier. It's 9 o'clock. Thank you. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Period.
Thank you. It was just little stuff like that, or like if I had a male friend who would come and say hey to me, or good morning, or whatever. He says hey to everybody. It's never just specifically to me. Oh, well, he only comes to your desk no more. Because why? Because she had a crush on him, and he paid her no mind. So she had an issue with him talking to any female on our team. And he would just say, hey, good morning, y'all. It would be a general y'all. If he had like a question for me or whatever, she didn't like that he would come to my desk specifically. And at the time, I was married. I wasn't checking for him anyway. Mm-hmm. And he was a nerd. L7 square. Never my type. Anyway, but
L7.
We back in 1992. L7. But he wasn't my type, and I was just like, girl, like, you can have that man. I'm not, it's nothing like that. And so it would be like catty things like that that I thought were ridiculous. And it's stupid stuff like that. But me, if you know me to love me, even in my current job, AirPods in, music up, I'm in my business, stay out the way. And that's how I prefer to work. It's just easier for me to work that way. So that way I do my job, I do it effectively. I'm not in nobody's way, nobody's saying things to me. I got to send it to nobody else. I'm on phones. Hallelujah, God knew that I did not be on phones with anyone, and that's why I don't talk to anyone. The way that I like it, I love it this way. Thank you to me. Period. So that works better for me. But yeah, I don't really have a purpose because I just do my job and stay out the way. I'm very introverted, especially at work. I'm not there to make friends. If I make a friend or two across the, my time, they're cool. Hey, love you. But I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to do my job and get on by my business. So that's normally my objective when I go to work. But yeah, I don't really care. Just don't nitpick at me and we won't have no issues, because if you come with attitude, I'm gonna give you one tenfold. Now we're gonna be in HR.
And maybe that's what it is. Maybe women are more nitpicky when they're in positions of power as opposed to men, because certain things I think it just doesn't cross a man's mind.
They don't care.
They just don't
really
care. Whether they're even like in, this is not a stereotype, but even like gay men and straight men, I literally feel like both of them don't care when it comes to certain things.
Right.
Like I think it just doesn't cross their mind because they're men. Right. I really feel like that.
But as women, we think about things.
I really feel like it just does not cross their minds at all.
And they don't care.
On the tone of speaking of women, I would like for the internet to please stop bullying black women. We be minding our business. Columbus Short.
Columbus Short.
Not Tay. Never Tay. No.
This is with April.
Yeah. It was Columbus Short. He was talking to a non-black woman on a podcast, and the non-black woman was just asking him, literally, she didn't even ask for that. She was just asking him general questions, and he just went into, the reason why black women do this.
It was the voice that pissed me.
His whole voice, his mood, he started frowning. He adjusted in his chair. He was ready.
It's like you're mocking us.
Yes. Like that. And I'm just like, bro, like, you come from a black woman.
You mock us.
Like, you were employed on one of ABC's top, Shonda Rhimes on Scandal. You were employed by a black woman.
How dare you?
Yes. You were, like, given so many opportunities. And when white America decided that they wanted to be done with you, a lot of the shows and movies and things that you were doing on Lifetime and on Tubi were because of directors, screenwriters, and stuff that were black women. So for you to sit in that chair,
and then he spit in their face. How dare you?
How dare you?
But that's a running thing, though.
It is.
We see it a lot.
A lot. Like, even on comments on Shade Room, like, there was something about Caitlin Clark and how she's been done in the NBA. People could not wait to go in there and be like, well, you know, you black women with your fake eyelashes. I'm like, what does Caitlin Clark have to do with any of that?
And how is that
why is that
connected
relevant
to
to this conversation? It's not. It's just like, it seems like that's the internet.
Keep the main thing.
Running thing is to find a way to blame black women. If men are out here irresponsible, it's a black woman's fault.
Yeah.
If women are irresponsible, it's a black woman's fault. If kids are out of control, it's the black woman's fault. And I'm just like, at what point, it's almost like the 2008 when everybody's like, okay, oh, thanks Obama, blame Obama. I feel like the new thing now is to just blame black women. Like, we are the internet scapegoat, and enough is enough.
Please
leave us alone.
Enough, just stop.
We don't care.
They
like,
say the most unloved and unprotected
Malcolm X said that.
in the world.
Most disrespected woman is the black woman. Most unloved woman is the black woman. Most unprotected woman is the black woman. Malcolm X said that. If y'all have an issue with that, take that up with Malcolm and his estate. Do not take that up with C or T, because we did not say that. Malcolm X said that. Have an issue with Malcolm X and Dr. Umar, because Dr. Umar likes to repeat that too. Have issues with them. Because we didn't say
we gotta have a whole segment about Dr. Umar.
Oh, yeah. Because he be right about a lot of stuff, though.
I don't agree with everything he says, maybe like 95%. Some of the stuff I'm like, yeah, Mr. Mark, brother. But for the most part, I do agree with Dr.
Yeah, he did a whole thing about polygamy that we really, that will be a topic for the next episode. Because we're going to wrap this one up. But that would be great. I will make notes about that. That would be great.
I have plenty of opinions on
Oh, you do.
Ooh. Ooh,
we'll have to talk about that on the next episode.
Ooh,
but thank y'all
stay tuned
for
that one, because that's gonna be a good.
That's gonna be a good one. Thank y'all so much for staying tuned and tuning in and watching our video today. We are out of here. I'm C
and I'm T.
Bye.